Okay, let's go next to our caller from the 773 area code. Who's calling today from 773?
Send me contact information for people that have they call you back or whatever, and you talk to them. Hello?
Yeah, that's you.
Oh my God. Hey, David. Hi, my name is Barry. I want to apologize. I've been wanting to become a member for a while, but it seems like every time I want to become a member, something crazy happens.
Right.
But the reason why I'm calling is because of the election in Wisconsin.
Yep.
So, like, I write into the show, like, super chats often about stuff what's going on in Wisconsin, because I'm working on, like, a campaign here, and, you know, I've been making around 200, 250 calls a day
Wow.
to residents here trying to get them to get absentee ballots. And they've literally ran out of absentee ballots. They're sending people absentee ballots late, and then it's due on, you know, Thursday, but, you know, people aren't going to be able to get it sent out. And they only are going to have 12 voting locations in the Milwaukee area,
Right.
where it's usually over 100. I guess my question is, what effect do you think that this is going to have on, like, the rest of the election? Like, the fact that this election is still going to go on.
Yeah. So earlier this week, we did a story about how Nancy Pelosi is now saying we really need to do vote by mail. And I fear that this is going to have a huge effect, is my fear, especially because people staying home is very much partisan in the sense that Republicans are much more likely to not take the virus seriously and to just go out in public. So if we get to November, it is very likely that if there are still virus fears, and it seems like that's certainly plausible, it may even be the start of the second wave at that point in time. We don't know. My guess is if it's not vote by mail, you are going to have way more people who would be going out to vote for the Democratic nominee staying home versus Trumpists who are more likely to just say, hey, this is no big deal. I'm going to go out and vote. So I believe we need to go to a full vote by mail system. We have the infrastructure. We're basically just saying, let's give an absentee ballot to everyone instead of having to justify why you get an absentee ballot.
Yeah. I think also the last question I was having, like, my girlfriend lost her job, you know, several coworkers that they had to let go because we went from canvassing to just 100% phone banking, and so they don't need as many people.
Right.
And, you know, leases are coming, you know, due that people have to decide when they're going to move.
Yeah.
And, like, this time is like the worst time ever to try to find a new job.
Yes.
Because I've been, like, looking for different jobs for her, and the interviews, you got to do interviews on phone calls or Skype calls, and then you have to get trained if they do hire you remotely.
Right. Yeah, there are all sorts of follow-on effects that we still don't know the full scope of. Like, as you're pointing out, on the first day of the month, leases are due, mortgages are due. A lot of people aren't going to be able to pay those. That will then have a subsequent effect. And then you'll have people needing jobs, but it being a terrible time to go and look for a job. And a lot of companies are not only are they not hiring, they're laying people off. What I come away with is the
Yes.
stimulus probably needs to be bigger, and 2/3 of it shouldn't have gone to corporations. More should have gone to people so we can give them more than $1,200.
Yeah. There's the last thing I wanted to let you know, that my girlfriend was a very, like, non-political person, and now I have her watching your show almost every day.
Love it. Love it. All right. Well, say hi to her for me, okay?
All right.
All right. We'll talk to you later. Great to hear from Barry in Wisconsin.